Good morning, students. In the previous class, I taught you the Ivan story, no? So, we'll continue the class. Before going to start our class, we'll have a short recapitulation of yesterday's class. And the lesson name is Ivan's Story by Catherine Applegate. So, you know that Catherine Applegate is an American writer whose works include fantasy, adventure novels. Her children's novels, the one and only one, Ivan, has been recognized for the way of which the writer makes us think about and how we treat animals and the feelings that the animals have. Okay, so here in this story, one main character, Ivan, the gorilla, and other supporting characters, Tag, Ivan's sister. Okay, Mac and Helen, who adopted Ivan and taking care of Ivan. Okay, now we will start the story. Okay, so Ivan is a gorilla who lives in a cage. Okay, now Ivan and Tag were born on Central Africa in a dense rainforest. Okay, Ivan is a gorilla who lives in a cage at a mall. He has spent 27 years living with human home or at a mall. Okay, the story is said by Ivan itself. The book was inspired by the true story of Ivan, who lived in a similar situation for 27 years. So, in the meanwhile, he had forgotten his past life, how he used to live in the jungle. The grunt, the first part of the lesson was the grunt. So, Ivan and Tag was born on Central Africa in dense rainforest. The forest was so beautiful that no one can paint that beautiful rainforest. Okay, so Ivan was telling that gorillas do not name their babies right away when they are born like human beings. They first know the baby's way to see the hint. He's telling that Tag used to play and chase Ivan. Okay, Tag was twin sister of Ivan, no? So she got the name from his parents, Tag. Ivan loves to play with his sister Tag. So they used to bounce on his father's belly until his father tells it's enough now. But Ivan and Tag never get tired of playing the games. But his father disagreed once. So, children, we have completed the class till here. We'll continue the class now. The second part of this story is mud. I did not take long for my parents to find my name. All day long, every day, I made pictures. I drew on rocks and bark and my poor mother's back. I used the sap from leaves. I used the juice from fruit. But mostly, I used mud. And that is why they call me mud. To a human, mud might not sound like much, but to me, it was everything. Okay, I did not take long for my parents to find my name. So, in the beginning, that Ivan said that they will first know the baby way to see the hint and what name they needs to give for them. Okay, but when it's Ivan's turn, these parents haven't took much time to find the name because all the day long, every day he used to draw the pictures, he used to draw on the rocks and the barks of the trees, and he used to draw on his mother's back. I used to the sap of from leaves. Sap. What's the meaning of sap? The liquid in a plant that carries food all parts. Okay, like somewhat color. He used that sap from the leaves. He used the juice from the fruits. but mostly used the mud. So that is why they call me mud. As you can see that Ivan is drawing the pictures. It was to a human, mud may not sound much. We think that it is mud, but to Ivan, it is everything. So, coming to the third part, protector. My family, in which humans call a troop, was just like any other gorilla family. There were 10 of us: my father, the silverback, my mother, and 3 other adult females. A young male called a blackback, and 2 other young gorillas, Tag and I, the babies of the group. We fought from time to time, but my father knew how to control us with a simple scowl. And for the most part, we were happy to do what we were meant to do: to feed and search for food, a nap, and play. My father was a master at leading us to the ripest fruit for our morning feast and the finest branches for our night nest. He was everything a silverback is meant to be: a guide, a teacher, and a protector. So, my family, okay, we call a group of gorillas as troop. Okay, my family, he's saying how many members are there in Ivan's family. There were 10 of us. My father, a silverback. What's the meaning of silverback here? An adult male gorilla with white or silver hair across its back. Okay, my mother and 3 adult male females. A young male called blackback, a young male gorilla. Okay, the 2 other young gorillas, Tag and I. Okay, so Tag and Ivan is the babies of the group. We used to fight for time to time, but my father knew how to control. Okay, he used to give a scowl. What's the meaning of scowl? To give an angry look. And for that, most part they were happy. What they mean to do for to feed and search for food, take a nap. What's the meaning of nap? Means a short sleep, and to play. Okay, my father was he's saying that Ivan's father was the master who was leading the total group, and he used to take the ripest fruit for our morning feast. He used to get the food from the different trees and which are very good to eat fruits, and he used to check the finest branches to sleep as their night nest. Okay, so these are the 10 members living in the Ivan's family. Okay, so these are 2 gorillas, baby gorillas, Ivan and Tag. He was everything. Okay, and in the finest branches, they used to have their night nest. They used to sleep. He was everything. A silverback is meant to be the silverback is the person who guides them as a teacher, as a protector. Okay, students, we'll continue the class in the next session. Thank you.